10 Habits on How to Be a Good Father and Husband. Habit 1. Mind and Spirit Check-In. Before the house wakes up, I do. There's something sacred about the stillness before sunrise. It's the only time that's truly mine. I sit with my coffee, my journal, sometimes just the silence. This isn't about productivity. It's about remembering who I am beneath all the roles I carry. I check in with myself. How am I really feeling? What am I grateful for? Where did I fall short yesterday? And how can I do better today? I pray, I breathe, I center myself in what matters. Because here's what I've learned. I can't pour from an empty cup. My kids don't need a perfect father. They need a present one. My wife doesn't need a flawless husband. She needs a grounded partner. And that starts here, in these quiet moments, when I choose to meet myself with honesty and grace. The man I am in this chair becomes the father and husband I am when they wake up. Habit 2. Body Maintenance Routine. After that mental reset, I move my body. Nothing extreme. A workout, a walk, some stretching. It's not vanity, it's stewardship. This body carries my kids when they're tired, fixes things around the house, shows up for long days at work. It needs to be strong enough to handle what life asks of it. But there's more to it than that. When I take care of myself physically, I'm teaching my children something without saying a word. I'm showing them that discipline isn't punishment. It's self-respect. That health isn't a luxury. It's a responsibility. My daughter watches how I treat my body, and one day she'll decide how she treats hers. My son sees me choose the hard thing in the morning, and he's learning that consistency beats intensity every time. This routine isn't just for me. It's the quiet foundation that lets me show up with energy, patience, and presence for everyone who needs me. Habit 3. Daily Check-In Ritual. Spouse. Before the day pulls us in different directions, I find her. Sometimes it's in the kitchen while she's packing lunches. Sometimes it's those few minutes before the kids wake up. I ask her how she slept, what's on her mind, what she needs from me today. And I actually listen. Not with my phone in my hand, not while mentally running through my to-do list. I stop and I'm there. Marriage isn't maintained by grand gestures. It's built in these small daily moments of turning toward each other instead of away. I've learned that my wife doesn't always need me to fix things. She needs to feel seen, heard, and prioritized. This check-in is my way of saying, you matter, your feelings matter, and no matter how busy life gets, we're still a team. It takes 5 minutes, but those 5 minutes protect everything we've built. They remind us we're not just co-parents or roommates. We're partners, and that comes first. Habit 4. Small daily acts of service. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a decision I make with my hands, so I look for the small things. I make the bed she'll climb into tonight. I refill her water bottle. I take out the trash without being asked, start the coffee before she comes downstairs, handle the dishes after dinner. These aren't chores to check off a list. They're acts of devotion. They say, I see how much you carry, and I'm here to lighten the load. My wife gives so much to this family. Her time, her energy, her heart. The least I can do is make her daily life a little easier. And here's what I've noticed. When I serve her this way, it shifts something in me. It keeps my ego in check. It reminds me that leadership in a family doesn't mean barking orders from the couch. It means getting down in the trenches and doing the work, quietly, consistently, without needing applause. That's what holds a home together. Habit 5. Weekly quality time together. Once a week, we protect our time. No kids, no distractions, just us. Sometimes it's a date night out, dinner, a walk, something simple. Other times it's at home after the kids are asleep, a movie, a conversation on the couch, a shared bottle of wine. It doesn't have to be elaborate, it just has to be intentional. Because here's the truth. Marriage can quietly slip into autopilot if you let it. You can live in the same house, sleep in the same bed, and still drift apart if you're not careful. This weekly rhythm is our way of fighting against that drift. It's where we reconnect as more than just parents managing a household. We laugh, we dream, we remember why we chose each other in the first place. We talk about things that matter and things that don't. And when Monday comes and life gets chaotic again, we're anchored, not because everything's perfect, but because we've invested in us. Habit 6. Daily one-on-one time with each child. Every single day, I carve out time alone with each of my kids. It doesn't have to be long, 15 minutes, sometimes less, but it's theirs, and theirs alone. With my son, it might be shooting hoops in the driveway or building something together in the garage. With my daughter, it's reading a chapter of her favorite book or hearing about her day while we fold laundry. The activity doesn't matter as much as the attention. In those moments, they're not competing for my focus. They're not one voice in a crowded room. They're the only voice, and they feel it. I've learned that kids spell love, T-I-M-E. They need to know they're not just part of the family unit. They're seen as individuals, with their own thoughts, interests, and worth. This daily one-on-one is where trust gets built. It's where they learn they can come to me with anything, because I've consistently shown up, not just as a father to the kids, but as their dad, present, engaged, and all in. Habit 7. Intentional listening and validation. When my kids talk, I listen, really listen. I get down on their level, I put my phone away, and I give them my eyes. And when they share something, even if it seems small to me, I don't dismiss it. I validate it. That sounds really frustrating. I can see why that would make you happy. Tell me more about that. Because what feels trivial to an adult can feel world-ending to a child. And if I brush it off now, I'm teaching them their feelings don't matter. I'm teaching them not to come to me when it's something bigger. So I take it seriously. I ask questions. I let them know their emotions are valid, even when I can't fix the situation. This isn't about coddling. It's about creating emotional safety. My kids are learning that their voice has value, that their inner world is worth exploring, and that I'm a safe place to land. That foundation will carry them through everything life throws at them. Habit 8. Consistent warmth and affection. I hug my kids every single day. I tell them I love them. Out loud, clearly, without conditions. I ruffle their hair, squeeze their shoulders, kiss their foreheads. I'm not waiting for a special moment or a perfect behavior report. I do it just because they're mine and they're here. My son is getting older, and I know there will come a day when he's too cool for this. But right now, he still leans into it, and I'm not taking that for granted. My daughter lights up when I scoop her into my arms, and I want her to carry that feeling into every relationship she ever has, knowing what it feels like to be loved without having to earn it. Affection isn't weakness. It's the emotional bedrock of a secure child. It's what they'll remember when they're grown and the details of daily life have faded. They'll remember that Dad was warm. That home was safe. That love was never in question. Habit 9. Daily money awareness. Every day I check in on our finances, not obsessively, just intentionally. I glance at our accounts, review any spending, make sure we're on track with our budget and our goals. It takes 10 minutes, maybe less, but it keeps me grounded in the reality of what we have and what we need. I'm not doing this because I'm worried. I'm doing it because I'm responsible. My family's security isn't an accident. It's built on small daily decisions that add up over time. I'm thinking about the mortgage, the college funds, the emergency cushion we're building. I'm making sure that if something unexpected happens, we're not scrambling. Money stress can poison a home. It can steal peace, create tension, and distract from what matters. So I stay ahead of it. I plan, I adjust, I make thoughtful choices. Because providing for my family isn't just about a paycheck. It's about creating stability, reducing anxiety, and building a foundation they can stand on with confidence. Habit 10. Skill building and growth. I'm always learning something, always working on a new skill, reading a book, taking a course, building something with my hands. Not because I'm chasing perfection, but because I'm chasing growth. I want to be better this year than I was last year, as a man, a father, a husband, a provider. I'm learning to fix things around the house so I can teach my son. I'm reading about communication so I can show up better for my wife. I'm developing skills that increase my value in my career because financial margin creates options for my family. But more than any specific skill, I'm modeling something for my kids. That growth doesn't stop when you become an adult. That you can always improve, always adapt, always become more capable. I want them to see a father who doesn't coast, who doesn't settle, who keeps pushing forward, not out of restlessness, but out of purpose. Because the best gift I can give them isn't a perfect father. It's a father who's committed to becoming better, one day at a time. Thank you for watching the video. For more inspirational and self-development content like this, please subscribe to Asadi Dreams YouTube channel and be sure to hit the bell for notifications on any new videos as they roll out. Stay fortunate, my friends.